Hello, culinary adventurers! Ever wondered how to make the perfect spaghetti carbonara? Today, we're going to unravel the secrets behind this beloved Italian classic. Originating from Rome, spaghetti carbonara has stolen the hearts of foodies worldwide with its creamy, savory goodness. Its simple yet rich flavors are what makes this dish an absolute favorite. And the best part? It's effortless to whip up in your own kitchen. So, without further ado, today, we will embark on a journey to perfect the art of creating this exquisite dish. Before we dive in, ensure you have all the necessary ingredients. For our spaghetti carbonara, we'll need a few key items. First on the list is spaghetti, the backbone of our dish. Next, we'll need pancetta, a type of Italian cured meat that will add a smoky, savory layer to our pasta. Then we mustn't forget the eggs. They'll help create that creamy, indulgent sauce that carbonara is known for. We'll also need cheese, and not just any cheese, but a good quality Parmigiano Reggiano or Pecorino Romano. Lastly, a generous sprinkle of freshly ground black pepper will provide a subtle heat and a spark of spice. Remember, using fresh ingredients is key to achieving the best results. Now that we have everything ready, it's time to get cooking. Pasta is the heart of this dish, so let's start with it. You know, pasta can be a bit of a diva, it demands attention and care, but rest assured, the effort is worth it. Let's dive right in. To start, we need a large pot of boiling water. Size does matter here. Pasta needs room to move around, so don't be shy with the water. Once the water is at a rolling boil, it's time to add our spaghetti. We're aiming for al dente, which is Italian for to the tooth. This means our pasta will be tender but still firm when bitten. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, salting the water. There's a common saying that pasta water should be as salty as the sea. While we don't need to go quite that far, a generous pinch or two of salt will dramatically improve the flavor of our pasta. Remember, this is our chance to season the pasta itself, not just the sauce it will swim in later. As our spaghetti cooks, it's important to give it a good stir every now and then. This isn't just to make us look like professional chefs, though it does help. Stirring prevents the pasta from sticking together, ensuring each strand is evenly cooked. Keep an eye on the clock. Overcooking pasta is a cardinal sin in the culinary world. It's always better to err on the side of caution and start checking a couple of minutes before the recommended cooking time. To check, simply fish out a strand of pasta and take a bite. It should have a bit of resistance and bounce back slightly when bitten. And there we have it, perfectly cooked al dente spaghetti. Remember, the pasta should be firm to the bite. Now let's move on to the next step. Next up is the pancetta, the soul of carbonara. Pancetta is more than just an ingredient in this dish, it's the heartbeat that gives it life. Its unique flavor profile infuses the pasta with a savory depth that's hard to beat. So let's get to it. First, you want to place your sliced pancetta in a cold pan. Starting off cold might seem unusual, but trust me, it's the secret to getting that perfect balance of crispy and succulent. Now turn on the heat to medium-low and let the magic happen. As the pan warms up, the fat in the pancetta will slowly start to render out. This is a process you don't want to rush. If the heat is too high, the pancetta could burn before the fat has had a chance to render, leaving you with a less than ideal texture and taste. So, patience is key here. You might be wondering, why is it so important to render out the fat? Well, the rendered fat is like liquid gold. It's packed with flavor and will be used later to create an incredibly rich and creamy sauce. Plus, it helps the pancetta achieve that irresistibly crispy texture we're after. As you cook the pancetta, make sure to stir it occasionally. This not only ensures that it cooks evenly but also helps to prevent it from sticking to the pan. You'll know it's done when it has turned a beautiful golden brown and is crispy to the touch. Remember though, you're aiming for crispy, not burned. If the pancetta starts to look too dark, don't hesitate to lower the heat or remove the pan from the stove. It's better to err on the side of caution than to risk ruining this essential ingredient. By now your kitchen should be filled with the mouth-watering aroma of cooked pancetta. It's a tantalizing preview of the delicious dish that's soon to come. The pancetta should be crispy but not burned. Keep that in mind as we proceed. Now we arrive at the magical part, making the sauce. The carbonara sauce, the heart of this dish, is a simple yet elegant concoction of just 3 ingredients: eggs, cheese, and black pepper. Yes, that's right. No cream, no milk, just these 3 simple ingredients working together to create creamy, rich, and velvety magic. So let's start by beating a couple of large fresh eggs in a bowl. We're looking for a nice, even consistency. Once you've achieved that, it's time to add in the cheese. A good quality Parmigiano Reggiano or Pecorino Romano work wonders here. Grate it in, stirring as you go until it's beautifully combined with the eggs. Now, to the star of the show, the black pepper. It's key to freshly grind your pepper. This brings out the full depth of its flavor, giving the sauce a delightful spicy kick. Don't be shy with it. A generous grind will do the trick. Stir it in and you'll see your sauce starting to take shape. But here's the trickiest part: tempering the eggs. This process is crucial to prevent your eggs from scrambling when they hit the hot pasta. To temper, slowly pour a bit of the hot pasta water into your sauce, whisking vigorously. This gradually raises the temperature of the eggs, acclimating them to the heat. Once your eggs are tempered, you're ready to combine the sauce with the pasta. But that's a treat we'll save for the next scene. And there you have it, a sauce so simple yet so profoundly delicious. It's a testament to the beauty of Italian cooking, where less is often more. Just a few ingredients treated with respect and care can transform into something truly extraordinary. Voila, we have our creamy and rich carbonara sauce ready. Now let's move on to the final steps, where we bring everything together to create a dish that's sure to impress. Stay tuned! The moment of truth has arrived. It's time to combine everything. Now this is where the magic truly happens. It's like conducting a symphony, where each ingredient plays its part, and the harmony they create is simply mouth-watering. First, let's take our freshly cooked pasta. It's still piping hot, which is exactly what we want. The heat from the pasta will cook the egg in the sauce just enough to create a creamy, velvety texture. But remember, timing is key. We don't want scrambled eggs, we want a silky sauce. Pour the pasta directly into the pan with our crispy pancetta. Stir it all around, ensuring each strand of pasta gets a good coating of that deliciously salty pancetta fat. This is where our pasta starts to absorb all the flavors, soaking up the savory goodness. Next, it's time for the star of the show, our homemade sauce. Pour it over the pasta and pancetta, and immediately start tossing everything together. The sauce needs to touch every piece of pasta, coating it with its creamy richness. But here's the trick: do this quickly. The heat from the pasta and the pan will cook the sauce, so you don't have a lot of time. Toss it, turn it, stir it, do whatever it takes to get everything combined before the sauce gets too hot. As you mix, you'll see the sauce thickening, clinging to the pasta, wrapping it in a blanket of flavor. It's a beautiful sight, isn't it? And the smell, oh, the smell is just divine. The salty pancetta, the creamy sauce, the hint of garlic, it's all coming together in perfect harmony. Finally, give it a good sprinkle of freshly grated Parmesan cheese. Watch as it melts into the hot pasta, adding another layer of flavor and creaminess. And there you have it, a plate of authentic spaghetti carbonara ready to be devoured. It's a symphony of flavors, a dance of textures, and a feast for the senses. Each bite is a celebration, each mouthful a delight. This, my friends, is the art of cooking. Congratulations! You've just made a delicious spaghetti carbonara. From gathering the freshest ingredients, preparing the pasta, to cooking the pancetta and making the sauce, each step has been a culinary adventure. Remember, the beauty of cooking lies in using fresh ingredients and following the steps with care. It's not just about the end product, but the journey there. So, what's your secret ingredient when cooking spaghetti carbonara? Share your thoughts in the comments below.